Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nelly M, and we are still talking about the topic life after campus. So today I'm going to share with you about my story of how I went about with looking for my first job. So it started out this week. I heard of a vacancy somewhere. I heard of a vacancy somewhere. So I wanted to give it a shot because in these times you cannot only look for the job for like the one you have studied for. When things get hard, you have to try other ways. So I had this vacancy at a certain hotel, and I tried to give it a shot. So I started by writing my CV. Let me tell you, I made mistakes like a million times. Just rewriting and rewriting. Like you write, by the time you are finishing, you realize you have forgotten something, like you have left something out. So you have to write again. And remember, mine was handwritten because they had told us that we have to submit a CV that is handwritten. So you can imagine the pressure of writing and rewriting and rewriting. But well, after it all, I managed to write the CV very well, and then I went and submitted. So they told us that the interview is going to happen like a week after the deadline for the submissions. So after submitting, I went home, and I didn't just sit around. I started investigating on the common questions they ask at the interviews, like for those at the hotels. I even went ahead to ask people who work in the hotels, like what do they do, because I had applied specifically for a waiter. So I kept asking around, and you know what? People lied to me. People lied to me. They told me that there are no questions, that like they do not ask questions. So, but I ignored a little bit and just tried to do my research a little bit. And then so the day arrived. I didn't sleep first of all that night, and I had to wake up early in the morning so that I can prepare myself and go to the interview, because the interview was starting at around 8 a.m. So I did my best and ensured that at 8 I was already at the venue, and so I was the third person to arrive. So the other people kept coming, and I think by 8:30 everybody had come. Hey, I didn't expect that there would be so many people for that interview, because the one who informed me about the vacancy told me that there are not so many applicants for that vacancy. But the moment I waited, the moment people flowed in, until I realized we were 26 and the vacancies were only 7. So you can imagine the competition there. But after all, I just kept the courage. So we thought that the interview would start immediately. We waited and waited for hours until it reached like around 1 a.m. Is when someone from the staff now came and told us to go and wait on the rooftop of that hotel. I think they were feeling embarrassed when the customers were passing around and seeing us with our big envelopes at the reception. So they told us to go and wait at the rooftop. So we went there. We thought that now that we have been informed of something, so we are going to be interviewed immediately. But we waited for another 3 hours before they came and asked for the ones who have come for the interviews, and they took our CVs and all the necessary documents that they told us to go with. So I realized that the first one who had submitted, she had not submitted all the documents, so I was called in first. Remember, this was not my field. I never studied for catering, and I didn't expect the panel to be so big. I expected like only 2 or 3 people interviewing us, but to my surprise, I found a panel of 10 people. Mind you, these are people who have been working in the hospitality industry for so long. So you can imagine how they roasted me with the questions. And first I was lied to that there was not so many questions, a little bit of information. So that's what I was saying. And for the questions that I did not understand or I did not know anything about, I guess questions that I didn't know anything about, I just kept quiet. So after that, I went out and other applicants went in. Then after they finished, they told us to wait at the reception again. So we thought that we were going to be informed immediately if we had gotten the job or not. But to our surprise, we waited for another whooping 30 minutes. And when finally the person came, she told us that they are now releasing us and that we should go and wait for the feedback. Now, so we asked if they will send the feedback to everyone who had applied, who had participated, or only those who are going to be chosen. But they told us it's not fair to not send any information, so they told us that they will give us feedback to every one of us. Let me tell you, we went home and waited and waited and waited for ages. But I never received any feedback from them. And you know, that's so frustrating. But you know what? I learned some lessons from there, that you do not just put all your expectations in just something because you have gotten a chance. Just do not keep your expectations too high. I hope this video has encouraged someone who is also looking for a job. But you know what, I'm not giving up. I'm still looking for a job. I'm holding on to as I wait for my dream job. Hopefully I will get one soon. If this content has encouraged you, or maybe we're in the same phase, you can just say it in the comment section. I feel you. You know, it's encouraging. You might be encouraging someone else somewhere.